Now we're going to try out Skyrim on the 3rd generation Intel CPU with HD 4000 graphics. And you can see the settings we're using here. This is the low settings option that we're going with, which is native resolution 1366 by 768. And anti-aliasing is off, and anisotropic filtering is also turned up. We tried medium, which turns up anti-aliasing to 4x, but still leaves anisotropic filtering off, and we saw drop of frame rate down to about 15 to 20 FIPS, but low does quite well, and we're going to show you right now. But with a pleasant surprise, thanks to Intel HD 4000 graphics, we're playing Skyrim at native resolution, that's 1366 by 768, and we're playing on the low quality settings. When you first go into the game, you can pick low quality. But hey, we're getting, as you can see from Fraps running in the upper left corner, we're getting like 39 FIPS, which is really very impressive for integrated graphics. So this is definitely an improvement from Intel HD 3000 graphics on 2nd generation Intel CPUs.
Walk away. No.
Now we've got some busy fighting going on. The frame rate's still holding up, it's staying above 30. Definitely very playable. Even with quality settings set to low, it looks nice. Go horse. Oh yeah. Now we're going to test out Mass Effect 3, which is a very demanding game. It'll be interesting to see how it does. You can see our quality settings here. We've upped the resolution to native resolution, which is 1366 by 768. We're running full screen. And we have anti-aliasing and dynamic shadows turned off.
What the hell are those things?
And we're running between 20 to 25 FIPS here in an action scene, which is playable. Well, now we're dropping down a little bit more because we got hit. It's still pretty playable, so if you need a fix on the road of a little bit of gaming, well, this can do it. I wouldn't recommend this as your main gaming rig, obviously, but the Intel HD 4000 graphics and the 3rd generation Intel CPU are doing certainly better than we've ever seen before with anything with integrated graphics. The IPS screen looks great. Boy, get that IPS option, folks. Anti-glare, matte display, 300 nits of brightness, just looks so sharp, great viewing angles. And now those FIPS are holding up a little bit better. They're not dropping down to 20 as often. Well, till now. Much better FIPS now. It's interesting how the red overlay for when you've been wounded really slows down the game by about 4 frames or so. Now we're going to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, another very recent and demanding game. And we let it do its own settings at first, and they were a little bit too aggressive, actually. We kept it at the native resolution, 1366 by 768, but we had to turn off anti-aliasing. When we had anti-aliasing at 2x, we got about 17 FIPS, which is just really not very playable in this kind of game. And we set image quality to normal. It had been set to high. Now there's actually an even higher setting than high, a couple of various settings there, but those are the only changes that we made. The game still looks great, and you'll see that we get some really good FIPS now. So we're seeing some very playable and respectable frame rates now. At worst it gets down to around mid-30s, and then off we get up to the 40s, sometimes even the 50s. That's really good. Integrated graphics, folks. Good times. And while we're in a dark situation here, we're filming pretty much in the dark so you can see the screen very well. We'll show you what the keyboard backlight looks like when it's turned on. And there it is. And that's at the brighter of the two available settings. And of course you have that Think light as well, and those of you who use ThinkPads are already familiar with what that looks like. There it is, your spotlight onto the computing world.